How's it going, everyone? It's Jason. I gotta tell y'all a story. Last weekend was my annual family reunion. This is one of the most stressful times for me, and I'll explain why. Imagine all of the members of your family getting together in one place, one day out of the year, doing some crazy stuff, and you're smack dab in the middle of it. Yeah, I thought so. You'd be stressed out too. Let's start off with my Aunt JoJo. Sweet lady, I love her. She's very sweet. But she's a worrier. She will worry you to death. She will ask you questions about everything and anything, and you're not even ready for it. I walk in the door, and she's just bombarding me with questions like she's the FBI. How you doing, nephew? What time is it? How are you? Why do you look so thin? Are you eating? Now, I done told your mother to feed you more food so you can eat. How are you in school? Are you getting good grades? Good, because we ain't raising no dummies in this family. What are you listening to? Is that hip hop? You better not be playing no hip hop. There's no cursing or nothing. Can I live? Let me live. Then we got my Uncle Richard. My Uncle Richard thinks it's okay to greet people with a bop upside the head, which isn't the problem. But you see, my uncle is 6'3", 250 pounds, and has heavy hands. So it feels like a sledgehammer against your skull. So I walk up to him, hey, how you doing, Uncle Richard? What up, nephew? Ow! Yeah, you good, shake it off. How you feeling? I feel like I need to go to the hospital, because you just hit me with your hand. He's also a Republican, but he has no money. But yet, he always finds an excuse to try to get the other members of the family to be a Republican with him. We could be talking about the most random thing. He'll find a way to segue, that's why you should be a Republican. So I'm talking with my Aunt JoJo for something. All of a sudden, he butts in, hey, nephew, the reason why you all stressed out is because you should become a Republican. Oh, I'm stressed out, Uncle Richard. But not because I'm not a Republican, because I'm in my family reunion with you right now. Then we got my cousin Malcolm. Malcolm eats everything. Sometimes the stuff that's not even his. So around this time, I'm getting really, really hungry. And it's time for me to eat some food, my favorite part. So I get over to the table. There's this big, huge vat of just baby back ribs with barbecue sauce just drizzled on them. I grab 2 of those, I put them on the plate. Then I look over here and I got some honey ham turkey with some pineapple just sticking on it, so I grab that too. And then I grab the mac and cheese that's just baked and the cheese is just all dark brown and just marinating, so I grab a scoop of that, put that on my plate. And then I grab over here and I grab some collard greens that are just dripping from the bowl, and I put that on my plate too. And then for dessert, my Aunt JoJo made her famous caramel cake, just dripping, smothered in caramel. So I grab that and put it on, I'm going to my seat, and I realize I got to wash my hands. So I go to the bathroom and I wash my hands real quick as fast as I can. And I go outside, my plate is gone. So I'm looking around frantically, just wondering where my plate went, and I look in the corner, guess who's eating my food? Malcolm! Malcolm, what are you doing? He looks at me. What's up, cuz? Oh, I'm sorry, was this yours? Yes! Oh, and I gotta tell you about this. My mom, bless her heart, she always wants to tell this story to my family every time we get together. It's about this time when I was a kid, and I was in the bathtub, and I was playing with the bubbles, and I decided I wanted to be a superhero one day. So, I got up, I rubbed all the bubbles around my body, and I went outside and I ran down the hallway butt naked, and I put my arms like this, and I said, I'm Soap Man! My mom thinks that it's funny that she has to tell everybody in my family at the top of her lungs. So of course, everybody looks at me and they start laughing. Oh, and I can't forget about the worst thing of all, the karaoke. Now you see, my Aunt JoJo and my mom, they're some good singers. So they go up to the front of the TV with the microphone and they're singing Aretha Franklin and they're singing Patti LaBelle, and it's like Soul Train in my living room, right? Then they hand the microphone to me. I can't sing. And of course, they give me the most difficult song on the level. Marvin Gaye's Got to Give It Up. So I grabbed the microphone. I used to go out and party and stay at night, 'cause I was too nervous to really get down. Now by this time I'm actually feeling it, so I'm kind of moving in it and I'm singing, but then they turn the machine off. And they look at me and they say, that's okay, let's go on to the next one. So at the end of the day, I'm embarrassed because I couldn't sing. Malcolm ate all my food, so I'm hungry. My head is still throbbing because my uncle bopped me in the head. And I'm worried to death by my aunt. And yet, despite all that, I gotta crack open and smile. Because I realize, despite all the craziness that just happened, there's some comfort in this. Because this is my family. And I love them, and they love me, and we have a good time. So the moral of the story is, if you have any family at all, whether a reunion or not, see them. Because they love you, they care for you, and without them, life would be a lot more boring. This is Jason. I'll see you next time.